Good morning from my attic area, upstairs, whatever it is, office space. It's a little bit chilly up here because whoever had the house and finished the attic didn't insulate it. And it's just this big, like, open, there's a rock wall I'm working on, but it's like super high ceiling. And so I want to build a wall here and then one over there. So that way, some space heaters can be used to make it comfortable. But this week was a little bit of a hectic week. Did 5 days worth of work in 3 days with the holiday, and had some good, like, just family stuff with the holidays coming up or past. But I was working out of the gray notebook and kind of wrapped up the initial stuff with stage 3, or the third part of it. And I've been stuck on this part for a while. Part 2, which was part 1, kind of came pretty easily, and lived through that and experienced that, and added kind of the now part 1, and even going through that it came pretty naturally. But this third part it's always something I've been stuck on. And I remember, like, initially going to a spot in the national park. There's a lake, and I set my hammock up, and I had some index cards, and I was just writing out some stuff, and wrote out the second part of it, which back then was part 1, but wrote that out very clearly and really understood it, and got to this part, and my mind just went blank. And so that's a lot of where my focus has been, and I've understood kind of the concept of what I'm trying to do with it. But now that I've actually really looked at it and really understand, and not really understand it, but understand it more fully, and have a clearer, like, sense of what we're trying to accomplish with it, I feel like I've grasped it better. But the ending of it is still kind of up in the air, and so it's even hard to talk about without giving away too much, because, again, like, I want to kind of get it all out, get some other eyes on it, and then present it to this place I'm hoping to begin working through this. But that is just this week hit me with as I'm sitting down. So what I do is I sit, I read, I make notes in here, and then when I've fully worked through a section, I sit down, I type up kind of a summary of it for this proposal I'm putting together. And as I'm typing it up, just kind of getting overwhelmed, kind of getting discouraged, kind of questioning, is this not worth doing, but is this going to go anywhere? And if I can't, like, nail this, does it even go anywhere? And the biggest thing, I think, with it is, this is kind of what I feel is, like, my purpose on this earth, and the specific role that I'm supposed to work on while I'm here. And some of it feels like there's a lot of pressure, and then others is like, no, like, that's kind of the normal feeling, and the resistance you're getting to moving forward with it is trying to keep you from moving forward with it, because it's what you're supposed to be doing. And all of that fits into what this third part of this is. And I think a lot of it is, the bulk of your life is spent on this stage of your journey. And I know I'm being vague, and I'm sorry I'm being vague, but more is coming soon, hopefully. And so that's just kind of where I'm at. And I'm up here now to work on the fourth part and the kind of final part of this right now for this initial presentation of this. And so hoping to maybe be done with it this week, next week at the latest, and then getting out and getting some eyes on it, and then hopefully presenting it to this school in January. And so as that's been drawing near, I don't know, there's just a lot of, I don't know, anticipation's the right word, hesitation probably, but there's just a lot of questioning. Is like, is this even going to go anywhere? So and I think that's a lot of where I've gone in life, is putting in the work and the effort. Like, I've got a couple books like mentally in my head that finding the time to write has always been the hold up, because there's so many things going on. But it's like, what if you put all that work into it and all that effort into it and it goes nowhere? And so getting to the point of realizing it's not my job to make it go somewhere. It's my job to faithfully put it together and put it out there and see what happens. And so that's been this week. So hopefully next week there's been kind of a conclusion or near conclusion to the initial preparation part, and then we go from there. But that is where I'm at. I gotta do a little work on this. I need to work on this hobby that I'm trying to do, been working on for about a year, that has been a dream of mine for about 30 years. And with the hecticness, practicing it has not happened in the last week and a half. So that is that. Anyway, now I'm just rambling, but I hope you have a good day. I hope that you had a good Thanksgiving. I hope that as December starts and we have officially entered the Christmas season, that you reflect on what Christmas is, what Christmas means, and what Christmas accomplished. And so I hope that it is a good season for you. I hope that you learn to know God better, learn to walk with Him more closely, and experience eternal life. Have a good day.